Welcome to the Supervision Policy training. At the end of this session, participants will be able to understand the appropriate ways to supervise children in a childcare setting. The policy's purpose is to implement appropriate supervision practices that are in place to ensure children are appropriately and safely supervised while in our care. The policy statement stipulates that children in our care will always be supervised. Educators will adhere to the supervision plans that are in place, ensuring all children are supervised at all times. All educators will be alert to the potential dangers within the centre. The centre will meet the education and care regulation of meeting 100% child to educator ratios at all times. Under the Education and Care Services Regulations 2012, there are ratio requirements to meet within each age group. Nursery, 1 educator to 4 children ages 0 to 2. Pre-kindergarten, 1 educator to 5 children ages 2 to 3 in WA. In Victoria, it is 1 educator to 4 children. In the kindergarten, for WA, it is 1 educator to 10 children for ages 3 to 5, and in Victoria it is 1 educator to 11 children. 100% ratios are to be met at all times. This includes educators' lunch breaks. If an educator goes on a lunch break, they must be replaced with another educator. If it is a diploma required person or are working towards that goes on a break, it doesn't mean they must be replaced by another diploma qualified or are working towards. This will depend on how many diplomas or working towards you have on the floor already. If you are meeting your 50%, then that is fine. They don't need to be replaced with a diploma or working towards. Under the roof, at all times, 50% of educators must be diploma or working towards their diploma. For example, if you had 8 babies, 8 toddlers and 10 kindy, you would require 2 educators in the babies room, 2 educators in the toddlers and 1 educator in the kindy. A total of 5 educators. Since you're required to have 50% diploma or working towards within the centre working directly in the rooms, you would need 3 educators, diploma or working towards. Always go up, not down. Half of the 5 would be 2.5, so go up and round to 3 educators. Additional children may be enrolled in another age group. However, the ratio requirements for that age group must be maintained. For example, 62 place centre with a nursery 1 to 4 with 12 babies, toddlers a 1 to 5 ratio with 20 children, and in kindergarten a ratio of 1 to 10 with 27 children under 3. The toddlers room 1 to 5 ratio has a demand of an additional 3 children. The centre can accommodate this because under the roof occupancy is 62. However, you must have another educator to cover these extra 3 children that don't necessarily need to be present in the toddler's room, but need to be contact in another room, ensuring that the supervision is adequate in the toddler's room. Another example may be 10 kindergarten children are present with 1 educator. Another child has arrived. This is okay, there is an extra educator present in the toddler's room. The educator can stay in the toddler's room as there is a few unsettled children, as long as you feel the children in the kindergarten are adequately supervised. You can never go over your licensed places during the education and care session. For example, if you are a 62 place centre, you must always be at 62 during any education and care session, or under, never over. If you have children who are going to be absent, you can book in children to take their spot while they are away. You must be contact in the room to be included in the ratio. Cooks, admins, executive centre managers and curriculum leaders can't be included unless they are actively working with the children in the rooms. Supervision plans are located in every age room. They are located on the exit doors that lead out to the playground. All employees, including volunteers, students and relief staff, need to become available to these plans. The plans will show where each educator is needed to be situated when supervising the children outside. It will state where you should stand when there is one educator present, two educators present, etc. It is expected while supervising to still interact with the children. Always have full view of the yard when outdoors and full view of the room inside. Never have your back turned. The plans will show each educator is needed to be situated when supervising the children outside. Refer to the legend noted on your room plan. Please note all centres will have a different legend. All plans will state where you should stand when there is one educator present, two educators present, etc. As you will see with priority 1, priority 2, etc. As the days come to an end, less educators will be present to ensure you are in a spot that can view all children. Ask the parent to come and talk to you, so you still have full view and no children can escape through the doors with other families. It is advised while supervising to still interact with the children. Always have full view of the yard when outdoors and full view of the room when inside. Never have your back turned. Beware of hidden corners or areas. If your yard has corners, ensure an educator is situated there to view the children and the whole yard at the same time. Every centre map will be different due to different yard layouts. Supervision requirements. It is a regulation requirement that no person under the age of 18 will be left alone with any children at any time. Must be supervised by someone who is 18 years or above. If you are under 18 years, you can change nappies as long as you are in view of another educator who is 18 years or above. If you are a student or volunteer, you cannot be left alone with the children and must be supervised by someone who is 18 years or above. All water play activities must be supervised. This includes a person who has reached 18 years or above, holds a first aid certificate. All water play activities should have a risk assessment completed before the activity takes place. Please ensure the water play container is always emptied when returning back inside. No water excursions will occur due to the risks that may occur. Trampolines. Some centres may use mini gym trampolines. If so, someone who is 18 years of age or older must supervise at all times, as injuries may be likely to occur. Evaluation of supervision strategies. There are different ways to evaluate your supervision practices through your room program, team meetings and discussion with fellow educators within your room. It is very important to evaluate your practices to see what worked and what didn't. What can I do next time to prevent an accident from happening? NIDO programming includes a section in the evaluation sheet to include supervision practices. You may find that at the scissor table you may need 2 educators to supervise rather than 1, as a lot of children may have been interested or may be a very young age group. Team meetings is a great time to discuss any common accidents that may have occurred for the month. What can we do to lessen them? Was our supervising practices correct? Did we have enough staff? Was the activity appropriate for the age group? Are there any implements that have affected our supervision? Room meetings. Discuss with your fellow educators within your room. Is the room set up appropriately to supervise all children? Have we got enough educators to supervise certain activities? Was the activity age appropriate? Sample of the daily evaluation form. The bottom of the daily plan is where you and your team state anything that may have affected your supervision practices both indoor and out.